here. Break time's over. Let's go. Man, I like these pants. They're kind of scrubs. Is that what they are? Huh?
Yeah, caterpillar. Got caterpillar juice on.
Oh no! Did you squish it? Is that how it got?
Just spit on me and I kiss and
Oh, there's an image. Everybody's like, TMI. Yeah, it's like her bowels, and she's kissing caterpillars, and I'm like, why do I even ask? Why do I inquire? I don't know. I don't know. Keeps life interesting, I guess. Okay. So, last thing we did was
Foot rotation. Rotate foot both ways.
right? And whoever's been mushing on her feet has not been doing it hard enough. Okay? Because literally the last 2 times when I put pressure on her foot, it's adjusted, right? It's corrected. You've got actually a structural correction in your structure of your foot, okay? So, by this point, that shouldn't be happening. You've already had 2 people work on your feet, and
it happens
repetitively. Okay, well then that's just bad. Just bad foot. Just quit it. Just bad. Just quit it. No excuse. All right. Yeah, there was one comment about, bowel movements and things like this over the dinner break. So I want to say this. Your foot doesn't know this is practice. Foot doesn't know this is practice. That's all up in your head. As far as your body's concerned, all touching is consequential. As far as the innate, as far as the intrinsic, as far as that inner body or bodies, however you want to think about it, whatever that is, doesn't know that this is not real, quote unquote, that this is practice. From the point of view, the intrinsic life of the body, all touching is consequential. There's no such thing as an inconsequential touching. I want to say clearly as I can, this understanding was why the original hard, if you will, mandate, used in a good way, for doing puja before and after you do treatments with people was established. Because you had to establish, even on the part of the therapist, right, that you knew that simply by invading the space, broaching the sovereignty of the skin, that was a consequential activity, and there would be consequences. And there's no such thing as touching another person and not having consequences. I'll give you an example. It's not dramatic or bad or anything like that. It's just an example. So Julie and I were at one of the ANMA national conferences I was presenting at in Las Vegas, American Naturopathic Medical Association. I've presented many times as a keynote speaker. I'm very proud of that. So we were at the convention, and we're staying in the Riviera Hotel where the convention is. And that was actually, it was such a good conference because 2 other things were happening at the same time. The National Roller Derby qualifiers were happening in Ballroom C, and the Arnis World Championship stick fighting competition was happening in Ballroom B, while the ANMA National Convention was happening in Ballroom A and the breakout rooms. And so all day, every day during the convention, we were going from ANMA, vitamin D, Kali women's heavyweight. stick fighting, professional full contact stick fight, women's division, heavyweight full contact stick fighting. Go girls, wuss. You want to talk some girl power? Go to a stick fighting championship. You're going to see some girl power. And then, right next door to roller derby. And not just yokel derby, roller derby, championship, best of the best, pinkest hair of the pinkest hair. I'm talking pink hair like they invented it, right? With muscles.
Did they enjoy each other?
And tattoos. And attitude.
They all needed to come to the...
Oh no, they loved us. Oh yeah, no, we get it. We fit right in roller derby.
After they beat each other up.
Julie and I walk into roller derby and they're all like high five. Even if you're not dressed out, they're like, go to Julie. It's like, you want to dress out? And Julie goes, don't get me started. Julie's like, don't get me started. I go to the college championships. I walk in, walk around for a little bit, hanging out, looking here, looking there, get up to the ring because they got like 4 rings going at the same time, different weight divisions. International, Philippine team, European team, French team, American team, whatnot. We're only there about 20 minutes, and this guy walks over to me and he goes, you want to judge? We need a judge. Now, he didn't ask who I was. I was not wearing a Kali t-shirt or an Arnis t-shirt or anything else, okay? But he knew me. His name was Nick Serrata, and I trained with him in the 80s. And he walked up and he goes, you're that guy. And I go, I am that guy. You're that guy. I am that guy. He goes, we need a judge. You want a judge? I go, well, I got 2 hours till the next breakout where I have a presentation next door, so I can judge for 2 hours. Is that good? Is that fair? Because matches are only 12 minutes. You know, it's 4 3-minute rounds, so it's only 12 minutes, so I can do a lot of rounds. And so they were like, yeah, come on, let's go. Do you know, I'm like, dude, just, you know, where do you want me? What ring, what corner? Just, you know, do, okay? So it was wonderful. All right, we're going back to our room, and we have to take the elevator because we're like on the nosebleed. We're like on the 8th floor or something like that. We get on the elevator. When we get on the elevator, like 17 people get on the elevator right behind us. It's like easily 15, 17 people all into the elevator. And as soon as the doors close, everybody in the elevator goes like this. Or looking at their feet, or kind of looking up. One person was like, you know how they put the buffet menu in the poster in the elevator? Yeah. And so they're like itemizing the menu, you know, which they're never going to go to because it's way too expensive. No, you go down the road to the, you know, $5 all you can eat. You know, anyway, you know how it works. So they're looking at the menu, but it goes, it's really quiet. Nobody's moving. Nobody's touching anybody else. Right? And I look around, and Julie goes, don't do it. I go, what? Leave me alone. I go, attention everybody. Elevator's moving. Attention everybody. Of course, everybody gives me attention. And I go, I just want to say that I'm Dr. J, and I wish for nothing but peace and love for every one of you in this elevator right now. And if there's anything that I could help you with, if there's any advice that you might need, that I'm available, and I can give you a card if you like. But I just want you to know, we're here at this convention center teaching natural medicine, which everybody in this elevator needs. You family people, you need it for your kids. You rollerbladers, you need, well, obviously you need it. And you know, and I just did this thing, and every floor, some people got off and somebody else got on, and I did it until we got to our floor, and then I was like, Elvis, thank you, thank you, thank you, you know,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much, you know, and I exited. Okay. About 20 minutes later, we got a phone call in the room, and it was the guy who owned the tattoo parlor on the ground floor and off the lobby of the Riviera, guy who owned it, who happened to have been in the elevator. He goes, I need to talk to you. Can you come back? Can you come down? Would you come to my shop and talk to me? And I go, yeah. So I went back to the tattoo place, right? And he was there and his manager was there. And he goes, we're having a problem and we need help. Julie was with me too, you know, and she's like, of course, expert tattoo lady, right? Her ex-husband used to own a tattoo thing, okay? Pre-Dr. J. So I go, well, you know, what's the problem? What seems to be the problem? He says, we've got clients who are not healing from large tattoos as fast as they should be. And some of them are getting secondary infections. And we recently had a couple of really bad problems with clients. They paid a lot for their tattoos, and they're not healing the way they should, and some of them are and whatever we're doing is not working. Would you look at what we're doing, and would you tell me if I'm doing something wrong, or if you see something I'm missing? Because I don't want people to, A, I don't want people to have problems. B, somebody's going to sue me because these are expensive tattoos, right? And so I go, yeah, okay, bring it on. Let's see. Show me. Show me everything. Show me what you do. Show me your post-care regimen. Show me your products. Show me everything that you recommend. Show me the handout. I'm sure you have like a handout you give people, your printout. Show me your printout, what you tell people to do, and so on and so forth. And so he does that. And he handed me one of the products that they were using for aftercare. And it was complete garbage. Not only was it complete garbage, but I mean, it was complete garbage. Like, you should never put that stuff on your skin, even if you didn't have a tattoo. And you would certainly, see, a tattoo is a wound. Okay? So the best strategy for recovery of a tattoo is called wound care strategy. Trauma/wound care strategy. Big tattoos are traumatic. Not just getting them, I'm talking about the healing process as they scab over and do all that, because they will, right? And so you have to follow good wound care strategy. And one of his products, not all of them, it was just one, was terrible. And I knew for a fact that the ingredients that were in it that I recognized because we've heard of them before. Okay? And so, for example, one of the strategies why we recommend colloidal silver, okay, as part of our wound care strategy, always for skin, always, right? And for any other infection, whatever, and oxygen, right? So what I did was I took the product that he had, which he had relabeled, you know, value-added reseller. It was actually being made by somebody else, and it had his label on it, right? And I told him, I said, this is the problem. If your clients are actually using this after you tattoo them, it's about a 50-50 whether they're going to have an infection, because this is crap. It doesn't do anything to reduce infection and inflammation, promote healing at all. Well, it's got aloe in it. I'm like, yeah, it's got aloe in it. You go out to my garden, you cut off a piece of that aloe plant that's out there, and you squish it up and then mix it with a teaspoon of glyphosate pesticide and put it on your burn, and guess what? It's not going to help. as advertised. It's not going to work like aloe. In fact, it's going to work like a toxin. The aloe is going to carry it into the skin faster, better.
Yeah, you shouldn't put it on new
And
tattoos.
Terry knows a lot about this because of his business, right? So, and I explained to him, I said, yeah, it's got a couple of healthy ingredients. That's called Cell to Sizzle. Notice how far down they are in the ingredient list. And notice how all the primary ingredients are either petroleum-based or derivative petroleum-based. Benzol. I'm like, benzol? Why is there benzol in your post-traumatic treatment ointment? What? That's a deadly toxin. It attacks your liver. Why is that in your lotion? He's like, I don't know. Well, you should. This is your business. In fact, about this particular thing, you should know as much as I do, maybe more. It's not my business. Not my business. I don't have a tattoo parlor in the lobby of the Riviera Hotel. You know, you do, right? And that's the way I talk to him. And I go, okay, so there you go. That's your free advice. I promised you if you had a question, I would answer your question. I did. Get rid of this. Find products that meet the following criteria. And if you want to learn more, let me know. You can join my school. I'd be happy to help. Okay? So I did hear back from him. So later, he had replaced all of his products with products that were 100% natural, that had no chemicals whatsoever.
Always find joy in the smallest of things. That is what we found in you. Oh, 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 you are joy. Never give up when the going gets rough. Hope is everything you need. Oh, 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 you are hope. Oh, 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 you are hope. And don't forget you're not alone. The Holy Spirit wants to guide you on. Journey, child, will never end once your heart's been marked by a love for Him.